guys, it's me, Gigi, and this is Gigi Loves. First off, if you are returning, I would like to say welcome back. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you've been having a wonderful May as we are nearing the end of it. And if you are new, welcome. I'm so happy to see a new face. Welcome to our little space. I hope you enjoy the video. So today I've been inspired to make this video because I happen to see this clip that a friend sent to me, and this is something I talk about often with my friends. I think I might have even touched on it in the last video about being true to yourself, which means being unique, being an individual, and not following that crowd, that trend mentality. And so in this video, we are going to be discussing uniqueness and individualism, and then how to balance, following and liking trends versus just being kind of an NPC. And it's like whenever that new system software updates, you update your whole entire personality, your look, and just go with the flow with the trends. First, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the video.
We all look the same now and no one's talking about it. I wanted to hop on here and talk about my theory on Instagram face because in my opinion, Instagram didn't just change the way that we looked, it rewired what our brain wants. I'm going to be talking about dopamine and why our brain thinks that fillers, filters, and conformity equals beauty. Every time you're scrolling on social media and you see a face that hits certain cues like perfect symmetry or, big lips, big...
Okay, just right off the bat, and it goes past Instagram, of course. I think it's more so common with TikTok. TikTok is such a heavy influencer nowadays. It definitely does. It warps what you think you need to look like or what the standard of beauty is. And I know there is a range of, let's be real. There's a certain particular standard of what's considered beautiful or attractive versus unattractive. And that's going beyond, hair color or makeup. You have to physically look a certain way for the world to consider you beautiful. And while that may not be fortunate for some people, that is just the truth of the matter. It's always been that fact. Throughout history, it's been there, that standard of beauty and what it takes to maintain that beauty. So let's keep going.
Fillers, filters, and conformity equals beauty. Every time you're scrolling on social media and you see a face that hits certain cues like perfect symmetry or, big lips, big eyes, your brain gets a little dopamine spike. Repetition equals validation. So the more your brain sees a face, the more your brain will build a shortcut. This is important, this is beautiful, this is what I want to look like. That's how familiarity becomes a desire.
I definitely think there has been an increase in trends, especially in the past, I'll say like 10-ish years, with the standards of like the big lips. I call it like the Kardashian face because it kind of is the face that they created for themselves. It's like a template. I have friends who are like, yeah, I want like the Kylie lips. And I'm like, girl, that's not gonna suit your face. Like, features have to suit your face. A lot of people recently, it's like you do want that, what's popular, that popularized beauty, and that might not work for you. Like, everybody keeps saying it might possibly be her trolling people. Glorilla recently got a nose job, and while I'm 100% for any type of cosmetic surgeries, I don't think that was the right one for her. That the type of nose that she got, honestly. They flattened out her nostrils and it doesn't suit her face. If she had more rounded nostrils, it would suit her better. But I don't know whose nose she picked out, but it wasn't it for her. I'm waiting for her to post, gotcha, just kidding, it's a filter. But and that's on her. That's up to her. Obviously, she spent her money on it. It's not my face. It's not like it's gonna affect my life. Just as someone who appreciated her natural nose to begin with, seeing her go and get that, almost like that pinch. And I said, it's like that I used to pinch my nostrils shut and like suction them closed. That's what it looked like to me. Like, that's what her new nose looks like. But again, it's not my nose, not my face. I just wish that that standard of having, a small cutesy, I call it like the Whoville nose. That's like kind of what's in, I guess. Versus just almost, if it's something about your nose or your face that's too exaggerated that you don't like, you can tone that down without completely going the opposite route of like, I have a big nose, now I have a super tiny nose. It's like, and it doesn't suit the rest of your face. But again, getting off track.
Want to look like. That's how familiarity becomes a desire, even if that desire is hollow. And it's not even beauty, it's just programming. It feels like our brains have been trained to chase this perfect face over and over and over again, like a slot machine chasing the perfect combo. There used to be so much mystery and diversity.
Yes. There used to be so much. I mean, there still is. It's not like these people don't exist anymore, but it's like that standard of like what not every girl, but a lot of women are looking towards. They want that same, the big lips, the tiny nose, the sharp eyebrows, the mid-toned skin, the long straight hair. It's like nobody wants to look different. And it's saddening when you'll see celebrities, like right now, it's like that, the cheek fat, getting that removed. It's like, and now you all look the same. Like you all have the same dad or something. Like you all look the same. And it's sad because it's like, where's your uniqueness? Like you don't stand out. And isn't that something you would maybe like, is standing out? Looking a little different than everybody else, because it's like, why would I pick you for the role when she looks and she looks and she looks the exact same as you, and they might even be better actors, but you might have had that look that I was going for, but not anymore because you went and copy and pasted somebody else's face on top of yours. Let's get back to it.
To women, faces were textured, asymmetrical, and expressive. But then somewhere between the 2010s, beauty shifted from individuality to industry. And I also want to add that I don't think it's a coincidence that the faces that women are pressured to buy are the same faces that men are watching in porn. Before Instagram face, beauty used to be bold. Faces were striking and complex, and you could actually remember them. No one trying to blend in with one another, and no one looked the same. And I want to make it clear, this isn't about filler or surgery, it's about chemical reinforcement. Instagram face wins because it hacks the algorithm's logic and your brain's biology. And I just feel like it has flattened women into carbon copies. Everyone has the same lips, the same razor sharp jawlines, the same cheeks, and same dead eyes, all because conformity is profitable. Bring back real faces. Beauty isn't supposed to be boring and predictable. It doesn't beg for likes and approval. It simply just is. Clone culture is out. Just keep your OG face and own it.
So she did touch on a lot in that, and some of that I am going to expand on. I do think she was right with the everybody looks the same, you can't tell them apart. I see this more, and I'll say less with celebrities because they'll touch their faces a little less, as in making themselves look like a Kardashian, like Angelina Jolie, like, because you are a celebrity, you do have to stand out a little bit more. But even in doing that, they still do get those same exact, it's like, I could tell you went to her surgeon. Everything kind of looks the same. But I'm gonna bring this down to everyday people. I think definitely social media has influenced people to believe that they need to have that certain standard of my lips have to be, you know, this big, they have to, my makeup, it's everything. The way makeup changes, the way fashion trends come and go, it's like with that, I'll put it here, it's this bodysuit. It was like the birthday bodysuit for like, I don't know, 2 years, 3 years. Honestly, I want to say 2 or 3 years, but it could have been 5 because since 2020, these years have been kind of like messed up in my head. Yeah, it definitely has been like, this is the birthday suit for the year, and now everybody wears that suit, and it's almost exhausting, and it's kind of disappointing because it's like, do you not have any sense of style for yourself? Like anything that you like that looks good on you? And I think that's why a lot of people, they'll get something and they'd be like, I don't know what everybody was talking about, like this was ugly, like this wasn't cute, this wasn't, no, it might not have been right for you. Like not everything looks good on everybody. I know there's certain things that I might have seen like in a magazine or like, you know, through social media and be like, oh, that's really cute, let me try that. And then on me, I'm just like, no, this isn't working because that's not how it looks on my body. It doesn't look right on my body. I have a short torso and I have super long legs, and maybe it doesn't look right on me. Or my skin tone is not gonna match up with my skin tone the way that it might match up with somebody else's. Like as a black girl, like nude colors, there has to be like your nude. It's not just that like beige, that tan. No, that's not gonna look the same on you as it is gonna look on like a white person. It's just not gonna match up. Which, by the way, nude, this is me telling you like don't be unique, but nude bottoms, especially leggings. Like, please. The amount of times I've seen someone in double took, like, does she not have pants on? And no, she's wearing skin tone leggings, but it's like, it doesn't look good. It really looks like you're not wearing pants. I digress. It definitely is a big thing with people adhering to trends super tightly to the point that you lose your individualism. You dress the same going out, or you have that same birthday outfit. The same thing with prom fits. And I used to work in a formal dress shop, like bridal wear, balls, prom. I worked there, and I would see girls come in and pick out the same exact type of dress, and it was almost sad. Like, when I got my dress for prom, it wasn't like I had some super crazy unique, but it was different than what was trending, because I didn't want to look like everybody else, and almost you're not memorable. Nobody remembered what you looked like for prom because you wore the same dress as Susie and Sally and Sarah. You all look the same. And even like hairstyles, like everybody wants the 40-inch bust down. Everybody wants the, I don't know what's in. I mentioned before, I don't do the fake hair, so I don't know what's in the butterfly locks. And like, it's like every time there's a trend, or like, oh, everybody gets them. Everybody gets the same thing. Everybody looks the same for the whole summer, and then you look the same for the whole fall and the whole winter and the spring. You follow what social media tells you is in right now, and you just throw that on. Your shoes, you let them dictate what you do and do not like. Like those ugly duck nails, the moment those got popular, the amount of my family member I saw posting their those duck, I hate them. They're so ugly. That the amount of family that I saw posting those things on social media, like, ooh, they're trending, they're ugly, and now they're out, and now I've never seen you get them again. It's not even like you maybe really like them, because you just got them, and then as soon as it stopped trending, you stopped getting them. Different hair colors, especially it's like in the fall, it's like that, I don't know, gingery, like redhead color that comes in. It's just like, nobody gets things or does things because they simply like it, because they simply think it's cute. Do things that make you happy, and you'll get to stand out more. And honestly, I really think it will make you happier than just, I have to have this because it's trending. And it's like, I almost thank my parents for the fact every time there was something trending, like the North Face jackets, I wanted the North Face jacket so bad, and they would not get me one. And they're like, why do you want one? And I'm like, because everybody else has one. And they're like, are you everybody else? I mean, honestly, I really think that's just my parents being cheap. It's not like they couldn't afford it, they just didn't want to spend the money on a jacket, which was kind of like mean to me as a kid. I was like, ah, you hate me. No, they didn't. They just didn't want to buy something, and then the next year it's a Nike jacket, and no, we already spent that money on the North Face, and now you want the Nike. But I really feel like you can go to a public place like a mall or the park, and you'll see people dressed the exact same. That's why like Lululemon right now is really popular, because it's like, that's the trend thing. I need the Lululemon set. I need the jacket. No, you don't. Like, find something that looks good on you. Express your style. Express yourself through your clothing. Like, otherwise you just look like 10 other people. And I've heard this guy say, once he was talking about being on dating apps, he said, honestly, sometimes, he said, I have to like double triple check who I'm messaging. He said, because I can't even look at the picture, I have to go down to the name. He said, because the 3 girls I'm messaging look the exact same. They all have that beach wave, dark brunette hair, those cat eyes, they all have those full filler lips. He said they all look the same. He's like, I mean, but then it makes it easier to find somebody to replace the girl I'm talking with. He said, because my type is the standard on social media now. Every girl wants to look like that. So I can just, oh, she's boring, next. Oh, there's another one. That's what he told me. But honestly, I kind of get what he's saying. It's like everybody, I feel like men have more individualism, but even then in communities there is like, everybody has to wear the whatever brand jean is. I see, and I can't even like name things that are on brand because I've so stopped myself from following the trends and being what I call a brand chaser. You don't care about what it looks like. Those ugly big red cartoon looking boots that everybody was buying a couple years ago, and now I've never seen them wear them again. I don't know how much money you spent on them, but you don't wear them anymore because it was just a trend. And it's like I feel like everybody does that. It's like you all look the same. The one trend I do actually friggin' hate so much right now is those fucking balaclavas, the shiesties, the little shiesty. Why are you wearing that? I see kids, I live really close to like a high school, and I watch them in the morning going to school, and they're wearing shiesties going to school, and I'm like, you look like a criminal. Yes, I lock my car door when you're walking past my car, because I don't know if you're going to school or if you're going to rob me. You just look like a criminal, because that's what criminals wear. Have you not seen a friggin' movie? It's like, I don't know. I know some people are gonna feel some type of way for me saying that all of this, but like, honest, I kind of don't care. It's the truth. You look crazy to me when you can't keep something in your closet because it's out of style, it's out of season. I have stuff in my closet that I might have bought back in like 2016, and I don't care, I like it. When I went on my cruise, I wore a lot of stuff that I had thrifted, and people were like, I love your I don't know, they called it a cruise style. I love your cruise style. And I'm like, what do you mean? This is just stuff that I found that I know I look good in. And so yeah, I packed it and I brought it on my cruise, and I noticed it more so when it was like time for dinner, like the late night dinners, which were formal wear or semi-formal formal wear. And then when afterwards, every night on that cruise, we would go to dinner, we would go to the comedy show, I would go change into something, a shorter dress, because usually I wore something, I look good. Anyways, I would change to something shorter, and then I would go to the club, but I would wear whatever I felt like wearing. I don't care if, I think at that point it's those bubble skirts were in style. And yeah, there's two girls that I mentioned before, they were laughing at me and my sister. I was like, you wore the same exact style of dress every night to the club because that's what's in style, and you have no individualism. You look the exact same. You both have the same boho braids, I think that's what they're called, and wearing those bubble dresses, and you have the same exact makeup. You could have been twins, but they're not, they're friends. And that's what everybody, and it's not, I don't want to sound conceited, but I, honest to God, was getting stopped so much during that cruise. And people saying like, I saw you, me and my husband saw you, me and my son saw you in that dress or in that dress, and were you the one wearing that? Oh my gosh, I saw you from across the thing. And I was like, wow, she looks really good in that. And I think your confidence, when you pick out something, especially for me, I'm a big thrifter. I think I mentioned before, I love thrifting. And when I thrift an outfit or an item and I put it on and I'm like, this looks like me, like this looks so amazing, and I haven't seen anyone wear something like this. It's not even for the point of I want to be different, it's just I look different, and it makes me stand out, and I feel more confident and happy about myself, like about what I'm wearing. But I really think everyone should thrive for that. You don't have to do your makeup. I went through that phase. I might have some pictures, probably not, because I really was not confident in myself. I went through this phase of like maybe 3 or 4 months where I really tried to get into that baddie look. And I think part of it was I was at my highest weight, or rounding it, and I just wasn't happy with myself. So I was like, maybe if I look like everybody else on social media, then maybe, you know, I'll like myself a little bit more. So I tried the full face of makeup. First time and only time I really bought foundation and concealer. I don't wear any of that. This is like really soft makeup for me. I have like some winged eyeliner, I have some mascara on. It's off now, but I had like lip gloss and I wear a little blush. I just, personally for me, I can't wear concealer foundation. I touch my face way too much. It just would be I would look stupid partway through the day after I'd done this or 1,000 times, and then I've rubbed off all my concealer. It's just not worth it. I'll wear highlighter. Only time I wear really heavier makeup is when I'm going out somewhere fancy. Like when I was on a cruise, I did do my makeup, and not even full face of makeup, just like what I said I'm wearing, plus eyeshadow and a little highlighter, or maybe a little lip liner. That's all I can. Personally, that's all I can. Maybe I'm lazy or unskilled with makeup, but that's what I can manage, and that's what I like. I like looking recognizable without my makeup. Like some people, you'll see them take off their makeup. They're wearing so much makeup, they take it off and it's like, are you okay? Are you sick? And they're like, no, I'm just not wearing makeup. Or it's like, I like having, this is my natural hair. I decided to braid it a couple days ago. I don't know, I like having stuff that's my own. I like looking recognizable. I think it helps me look younger. I have my clients saw me with my hair today and they were like, I thought you looked like a teenager before, now you really look like a little girl. I'm like, Stop. So you're just saying that because you're old. They know I'm joking. I love them. I love them to death. Yeah, just find things that make you you. You don't have to have a bag that's popular just because it's popular. If you don't like it, like, you don't have to have that. Or if you do, get it. That's awesome. But it's like, I really feel like we live in a generation of people that only get things because they're popular, and the moment they're no longer popular, they discard it. I think that's part of why we're called like a really wasteful generation. It's because, yeah, it is like that. Like, I will wear, I hate the high-waisted jean trend is the worst thing, in my opinion, to happen. Even worse than skinny jeans, which somebody's gonna debate me on, but no. I hate the high-waisted. I feel like it makes my waist, at least as someone with a short torso, it makes your waistline end where your boobs start, especially as a woman, yeah. I don't like it. So I will search high and low before I buy a single pair of high-waisted jeans to find a mid-rise or low-waisted, which I'm more so leaning towards now. That just fit on me and make me look good. I don't like going out and then seeing someone in something super similar to me. Like, I don't know, I just like individualism. I really think it makes a person more interesting when you can look at someone and say, wow, where did she get that outfit? Like, how did she put that together? I've never seen someone wear shoes like that or a shirt like that, or I wonder, did she make those? Like, something like, versus, oh, that's that thing I saw on Instagram this week that's gonna be gone by the end of the month. It's really wasteful to me, and then you can tell when a trend has come and gone, because when I go to a thrift store, I will see a huge influx of the bubble skirts, of the sheer, I'll post a picture of it. It was like this sheer tie-dye dress, but it's really like a cover-up because it's sheer. It's meant to have something underneath it, but girls weren't wearing anything underneath it. They were wearing like pasties and underwear and going out. And that's another thing I touched on the last video. Like, have some decorum. Have some decorum. Who raised y'all? I've worn some things that even my mom was like, but yeah, I don't know, especially with that dress or that jumpsuit, that bodysuit I mentioned earlier, that little mesh. What it is, it's a stripper outfit. It's mesh because I believe it's made to be torn off so that you can strip it off, but y'all are wearing it to restaurants and Cheesecake Factory, which is insane to me, but hey, you do you. I am going to wrap this video up by saying I think you should try to be as different as possible without, you know, faking it. Don't fake the being different because you're just not gonna feel like yourself. Wear something that feels true to you. You don't have to follow the brand. Whatever brand is popular this year is not gonna be popular next year, or it might be, but would you rather buy something that actually makes you want to have it, or buy something because social media tells you you have to have it? Alright guys, so again, I would like to thank you for joining me for this video. I hope you are having a wonderful May, hope you're having a wonderful week, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Alright, so Gigi loves people who thrive in their individualism. Gigi loves people who don't let social media tell them what they need to look like, and most of all, Gigi loves you. Bye babes.